Okay, Bismillah. Why religion doesn't need to change or shouldn't change if it's from God? This is the basic question. You know, since everything else is changing, society modifies itself, laws are changed from time to time, we see they don't work any longer, we improve on them, this is the whole process. Why shouldn't religion be the same? Well, basic reason is that things which we do as human beings, because we're fallible, we're not capable of creating anything perfectly. So there will always be a need for improvement. So that's why we improve on our laws, we make things better and so on and so on. But divine law, which comes from a perfect God, should itself be perfect. And the truths of that divine law should remain true. Because if you change, remember like in science, at one time it was believed that atoms were, the electrons went around, spun around the atom. 30 years later, they concluded that it doesn't spin around the atom, based on new information, deeper research, etc. So what they said before was incorrect, was wrong. What they have now is what is more correct. Maybe later on they'll find something which is even more correct than what they had now. That is the nature of human knowledge. It is not perfect, So therefore it always needs to be improved upon. The things which we have deduced and concluded. Whereas what comes from God, if it changes, then it means God did something wrong in the past. It means he made a law which was a bad law, like sati. Right? That's changed, right? Supposedly. It's changed. So said religion is improved. But what about all those, millions who died on the funeral pyre of their husbands? When they died, was it right? Because if it was right then, it should be right now. If it was from God and it was good, it should be good now. So that's why we say no. That's proof, the very fact that that practice has been outlawed, has been cancelled, etc. That's proof that it couldn't have been from God. Unless your idea of God is a supreme being that makes mistakes. What we say, what kind of supreme being is that? He's no better than human beings who make mistakes. So that's why we say that religion, the fundamental principles of religion should not change. Certain laws may change based on need, like the law concerning the incest. When Adam and Eve had children, the incest law was not in place. Because if they had an incest law then, that sons couldn't marry daughters, there wouldn't be any human race. They would have kids and they would die and that was it. So for a race to come about, there had to be intermarriage allowed between sons and daughters. Later, once the numbers increased, then the law came into place to stop it. So that is a necessity, a necessary circumstance. Laws permitted things at certain times and made them impermissible at later times. So here we can have some changes, but not in the basic truths. Not in the basic truths.